Hey guys, how you doing? I got the Strike Pack FPS Dominator mod pack for the Xbox One from Collective Minds on their website. I think it was like 40 bucks. Not a bad deal if you want some cheap paddles for the back of the controller. Not necessarily made cheap, but just cheaper than, say, a Scuff or an Elite. It slides into your battery pack. It has its own dedicated wire that plugs into the charge port on the controller. And then it has its own power supply that you plug into the USB on your Xbox. Now, when the lights are white, that is tournament mode. There's no mods enabled, no rapid fire or anti-recoil or any of that kind of stuff. You can program your paddles by holding these little square buttons on either side. So if you want to program this paddle, you hold that button and hit whatever button on the controller you want to program to that paddle, and then you do the same thing for the other side. If you want to change it into mod mode, you hold the left button and tap the right button, and then the eyes will change to green. Now this is where it gets tricky. I'm going to try to show you guys this as best I can. If you hold left on the D-pad, the lights on the top of the controller will start to flash. Or well, it'll light up anyway. Now, what you do here is you can hit X and B to cycle through these different mods. There's 4 on each side. You can refer to the books to know what all of them are. But to turn them on, say, alright, so the first mod, which we have highlighted, is primary weapon rapid fire. If you want to activate it, hit Y. And the controller will start to vibrate to let you know you've got it on. Then hit X to cycle to the next mod. And again, you can hit B to go back or forward. And it'll vibrate to let you know that that first mod is on. The second mod is secondary weapon rapid fire. Like a pistol or whatever. So you could hit Y to turn that on. Then you would hit X to cycle to the next one. Now the third one is anti-recoil. To turn on anti-recoil, you do the same thing. You just hit Y. It'll start vibrating, and then you can let go of the D-pad, and the 3 mods that you have selected will light up. That's how you know that you did that part right. Now, say you don't want any of these mods anymore. There's a couple ways to do it. You can hold down the right D-pad, and then you can go back through your mods by using X and B to select. Say you don't want primary weapon rapid fire anymore. Y was to select it. If you have it selected and you hit B, it'll cancel it and it'll stop vibrating. Then say you want to get rid of secondary weapon rapid fire, but you want to keep your anti-recoil. You select your second one and hit B, and it'll shut it off. Now, if you want to cancel everything, all the mods that are programmed into the controller all at once, hold down on the D-pad until the lights start to flash, hit Y, and then hit the little menu button. The controller will vibrate, and then just let go of the D-pad, and it'll shut all of them off. It'll still be in mod mode, but it'll disable all the mods. There are some ways of changing your recoil on the fly. They have like manual edit recoil, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to get into that. You can check that out if you get one for yourself. You'll have to read your manual and everything. One thing that I did want to show you is the Mod Central app on the computer, which is where you get your apps for certain guns in, say, the new Modern Warfare. So, you plug your Strike Pack into the computer, and it'll find it. And then you click right here, Open Available Mod Packs, and then you can go. This one right here is standard. This one stays on there. You can't delete it. But say like right here, you go to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Optimized. This is the newest one. If you go here, it's not going to work as well. Warzone, I wouldn't even mess with that either. Just stick with the Optimized. It seems to work the best. But you click on the little gear icon, and then it'll bring up another menu. And most of these things you want to match with what you have in game. So if you play on default, leave it on default. If you play tactical, leave it on tactical. Your sensitivity needs to match up. Aim response. Now this is where it gets fun. Global mods. Sorry, I'm shaking a lot here. Global mods, you can set up different mods for your gun. I keep it on hair triggers because it really shortens the length of the pull on the triggers. I do really like that. The anti-recoil quick edit, which there's videos on YouTube for that. You can look that up. Fast reload you want to have disabled in this game, because if you cancel the reload animation in this game, it's like you didn't reload. And then this class is set up for the M4A1 with aim assist on, same as in the game. And then once you get all that set up, you save configuration. And then here's the important part: save slots to device. And once you do that, you have all your mod packs picked out and you save it. It'll transfer everything into your strike pack, and then you're ready to game. Okay, now here's some actual gameplay. I added the M4 anti-recoil mod to the controller. Now I guess I should say enable mod packs on the controller, you hold down the left button on the back, the little square button, and then hit the paddle, and it'll cycle through your different mods. Now for this controller, my mods, the first one right here is the M4 anti-recoil mod pack. So show you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand while I'm recording. I should have just taken a game clip, but whatever. Check that out. And then I've got, let's see, the MP5. I know my classes aren't labeled very good. It's whatever. So the MP5 mod pack, I've got that one as well. Let me select it real quick if I can quit staring at the damn sky. Alright, so let's just take care of this real quick. Alright, boom. And I mean, that's it, guys. I mean, it works. And like I said, it's cheap. It's not very expensive at all. And it's worth it for a couple of extra paddles on the back. Instead of buying a scuff or anything, 40 bucks, you can throw that on the back and you're good to go. I didn't add this part in the video because I didn't think about it, but when you're in Mod Central on the computer, they do have other guns other than the M4A1. They have just about every gun in the game, shotguns and sniper rifles included. All the SMGs. The two newest guns, or well, they were the two newest guns, the Grau 5.56 and the Striker are also part of the Mod Central packs that you can download onto your Strike Pack Dominator. The Renetti and the SKS have not been added to Mod Central yet, but if you get the subscription for their mod services, they do update pretty frequently, so I'm sure those will be released eventually, and then you can add those too. But yeah, the Mod Central tool, you can select any gun, set up the recoil mod pack, and then save it to your Dominator, and then you can play with any gun you really want.